Okay, today we're going to walk through using RCEManager, which is a day of event end-to-end system that lets you go through safety, set your brackets, control the matches and everything. I'm going to walk through everything. The first step you will do is you'll go into your Robot Combat Events event like you normally do, and in the Manage tab, you will see this big button that says Launch in RCEManager. And when you press that button, all of your robots and competition data will go into the system automatically. Today, I'm going to be using a test event just so you can see how things work. And everybody will have their own test event to play around with and learn how to use the system without messing anything up. So the main things you want to look at are over here on the left-hand side. You can set things up, you can configure the system, robot check-in. Once everyone is checked in, you can set the competitions, and we'll walk through each of these individually as we go. Once competitions are set, you're going to get a fight queue, brackets, and then at the end we'll talk about some of the different QR codes and side apps and side things that people can do. So the first thing, we're going to go to setup for your test event. You can always reset the test event and start over again. But you'll get event name. All this is sent in from Robot Combat Events. You can edit it if you want. Get to choose your bracket service. The first two things here are local, at least local with the Robot Combat Events Manager tool. And you can also, this is for your brackets, and you can also use the Robot Combat Events challenge or true finals choices. And both of these are no setup required. You just select what you want. If you like challenge, pick challenge. If you like true finals, pick true finals. Or if you don't really care about either and you just want to do the easiest thing, do RCEManager. If you want to use your own account, if you want to use your own challenge or own true finals account, there is some setup involved. We'll walk through that in a separate video. For this demo video, I'm going to do this RCEManager. You create your check-in safety checklist. You can go with the default if you don't want to make any changes. If you want to use the tool for judging, you can select the Spark configuration that you want, traditional Spark, damage engagement, simplified Spark, or also just kind of the thumbs up, thumbs down, winner only choice. So we're going to go for traditional for this video. And then if you're not using RCE at all to get this information in, you can use the tool without it. You can just import your data via CSV. Once all that's done, all the robots that have been imported from Robot Combat Events will appear in your check-in list. You can sort it by different things, sort it by team, show all, just uncompleted robots that are still pending, completed robots that have gone through safety, and so on. So the easiest thing to do is to show you the two main ways that we do this. If you go over here, it'll show you, like, this is payment pending, wait list, not really parts of checking necessarily, but people like to see that as they're checking robots in. You click on the Not Started Yet button. It'll bring up a little page. And you can click pass, 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 pass. And for example, I'm going to hit fail just so you see what happens. Okay? And for this one, you'll see marked as failed. And you kind of confirm it, and it'll take you back to this and indicate that it's failed. You can always go back in and pass, 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 pass. Or if you want to, you can just bypass it all and just press the green mark pass button. Okay? That will mark them as passed. If you have a very simple robot that you don't want to worry about too much, let's say that you have a plastic ant weight wedge with no pointy bits and no anything, and you don't really care about it too much, you can bypass the list altogether and just click the green checkbox. So I'm going to go through and just for the point of the video, select some robots from the ant weight class. We're going to pass some from the beetle weight class. And we're going to pass some from the hobby weight class. Okay. Once all this is done, you go into the competitions section and you can configure how you want to do this. So I'm going to have ant weights be a single elimination tournament. I'm going to have the Buddha weights be a double elimination tournament. And I usually have a single grand finals match, not a doubles grand finals match. And the hobby weight, we're going to do a round robin. So there's different ways you can configure it. Once all this is done, you do need to name the arenas, and I'll show you why later in a bit. So we're going to call this the small arena, this the middle arena, and the hobby weights go into the big arena. And of course, you can name them anything you like. Once all this is done, and you are happy that the things look the way they should, let's say, for example, you didn't want Robot 1 getting a bye in the first match because Robot 12 and Robot 2 are on the same team. You can always drag them over and it will reshuffle the list for you. So let's see, did that work? There we go. So you can reshuffle the list to make sure that you have the matchups that you want. You can also set the seedings by ranking seedings, randomized seedings, and of course you can customize it. Once all this is done, you can lock the brackets. It says bracket locked, and you see a little checkbox up here that says PDF on lock. I'm always a little bit paranoid. I always want kind of a local copy of things, so it will create a PDF of the bracket for you. You can ignore it, but if you want to use it at some point, you always can. I'm going to lock that as well. Okay. Once all the brackets are locked, we're going to go over here to the queue. And the queue is basically your fight list that goes through the day. And the queue is managed in such a way that it's trying to make all of your different weight classes start and end at about the same time. So if you have a lot of robots in one weight class or a fewer in another, it'll sprinkle them in proportionally so everything happens evenly, in the sense that things will end at the same time towards the day. You can have different queues. You have an all arena queue. If you just care about one arena, you can just do it for the one arena. You don't need to look at everything. But for the sake of this one, we're going to go for all arenas. Okay. Once the robots are ready and you want to call the match, means it's active match, you click the call the match button. That will bring up this UI. And from here, you have a timer that you can start or stop. And we all know sometimes robots get into the arena, but then aren't ready. We need to start over again. You can return it to the queue, and that'll bring them back again. So we're going to call the match again. Going to start the timer. The timer goes down. You can pause, reset, start again. You can do all these things. Okay. And if you don't want to use that, you can just want to use a stopwatch. That's fine. You could just go straight to picking the winner. I'm going to say Robot 3 beat Robot 11. And then you can select the reason, KO, forfeit, or decision. And you confirm it, and that winner is recorded. And then the bracket updates. And you'll see Robot 11 now has a countdown timer, and Robot 3 has a countdown timer as well. That's giving them their in-between match time, so you know when someone's ready or not. So you can go through this, and you can do it for all of the different weight classes in the different arenas. It will help you call them to you as you go. Okay. For the brackets, it will show you the brackets as well. For example, we have one hobby weight winner here that will go through and finish everything for you. That is the main part of the event. It helps you do the check-in, configure the competitions and the brackets, and the fight queues for you. And the last part I'm going to show are these QR codes. These are things that are going to help you and help your event partners run the event clearly. So I'm going to go down to QR codes. If you have other people who want to help with check-in, you can use this QR code and they're going to get a duplicate copy of the check-in screen, which is mobile friendly. So if they have their phone or their tablet and they're walking around and want to check in people at the pit tables, they can use this check-in UI. If you want to have a big screen with a schedule, we often do that at my events where we're just showing everybody who's curious what's happening. There is a public schedule with the fight list that doesn't have the call to match button and all those things in it. This one I'm going to actually going to show you is the RCEManager UI. So the RCEManager is somebody who is running a specific arena. So here we have the all arena view, but again, let's say someone is just managing the big robots. In this UI, I'm showing it on a computer, but it is mobile friendly as well. From here, they can also call a match, and they're going to get a slightly different UI with the timer that's a little bit more like a stopwatch. So this is the person actually running the match. Usually it's the referee or something. And they can start the match, pause the match. They say they messed up and they want to add time back. They can add time back, or take time away because they forgot to press the button, and they can resume again just like before. And if they want to record the result, they can record the result. Robot 10 beat Robot 4 through knockout, and they confirm, and then they are returned to the view that they brought up before. If you use streaming and OBS, there are timer pages for each of the arenas that will show the robots and the timers that can be used for that. Let me show you the judge's view. The judge's view, basically, I'm going to jump around here a little bit. If a match is called, that means it's ready to go. That means the judge's view will get a ready to judge. All the robot matches that are ready will show here and say if you're ready, you click ready to judge. And that will lock you in. It's currently set to allow 3 judges. If you have 4 or 5 people who want to be judges, the first 3 to click lock in will do that. At this point, there's for this judging criteria, 5 points for aggression, 6 points for control, 6 points for damage. Again, this is all mobile friendly. You can do the slider. You can say robot 12 didn't do as well. Robot 2 does better over here, and robot 2 does over here. And that will set the winner for you. And that will give you the robot winner, kind of confirm that it's doing what you want it to do. You hit submit score. And what submitting score does is if you go over to the RCEManager UI, it will report that back to them. It says 1 of 3 scored, 1 of 2 for robot 2. This lets them see how the judges are voting. And again, say, okay, it says robot 2 won. I'm going to click here, KO, and confirm. Okay, if we go back to here, the judges UI, let's talk about the pit runner. The pit runner will let a pit runner see which matches are coming and indicate whether the robot 11 and robot 3, so robot ready is ready. Robot 3 is not ready. Okay, it's not working. I need to fix that. Then if you go back to the check-in queue, it will show them that they're ready or not ready. So I recommend people spend some time playing with the test event, and I'm going to be creating some more specific videos around each area, especially around configuring your own challenge and True Finals videos. But I think this is going to be super helpful. Everyone's reinventing the wheel to get this done. One last thing I do want to show is that when everything is all said and done, and you have all the events and everything is ready, if you go back to your Robot Combat Events page and you go to your competition page, you will see if you go to enter results, you'll see a import from RCEManager button. So this will take all the data that was all the wins, all the losses, and the placements, and put it into RCE for ranking purposes. So it kind of does the full loop from registration to all the data event management stuff, goes back into the event results and rankings. And that is it. I'll do some more videos. Of course, I'm always available for questions. And this is a new software, so I've tested it pretty thoroughly, I think, so shouldn't have too many bugs, but it is sort of in a beta stage right now. Good luck, and I hope to hear from many of you.